ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सम्पाद्य ज्ञानं च विधाय भक्तिं विलोकितो येन समाधिराजः वैराग्यवन्तं सुविचारयुक्तं नमामि जोगं शिरसा गुरुन्तं समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः। धृतराष्ट्र उवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः मामकाः पाण्डवाश्चैव किमकुर्वत सञ्जय। सञ्जय उवाच दृष्ट्वा तु पाण्डवानीकं व्यूढं दुर्योधनस्तदा आचार्यमुपसंगम्य राजा वचनमब्रवीत् पश्यैतां पाण्डुपुत्राणाम् आचार्यमहतीं च मूं व्यूढां द्रुपदपुत्रेण तव शिष्येण धीमताः। We have started Gita and we saw why should we study Gita, because in Mahabharata the characters are not only characters, they are vrittis in us. We are Duryodhana, we are Dhritarashtra, sometimes we are Dushyasana, sometimes we are something else, Kauravas, some bad role, and we have to become Arjuna, we have to become Yudhishthira, we have to become Lord Krishna. One reason we saw. Second, we saw we also have Shoka and Moha, like Arjuna had. And having listened Bhagavad Gita, the Shoka Moha has gone. So in order to get rid of my Shoka and Moha, I need to study Gita. So we saw first two shlokas where the question was asked by Dhritarashtra and answer was given by Sanjaya. Here we saw the two things. Why he asked the question, though they have gone for fight? Because the place was so holy, so influential, it can change, it can influence the mind of a person. So he thought, oh, just by going into Kurukshetra, have they changed their mind? So to clarify this doubt, he asked Sanjaya. One more point we saw, Sanjay was really a good person. Raga dveshadin jayati, samyak jayati iti Sanjaya. That is why he also got this divine knowledge to listen. So if we also win over our likes and dislikes, definitely the Gita will sink in. Now, the last second sloka we have seen. The question was, what are they doing? Having gone to the battlefield, what are they doing? Then answer was, Duryodhana, who is the chief commander of Kaurava, he went to Acharya, Dronacharya, and he said few words. And those words we are going to see now. Yesterday we saw what is Duryodhana, what is the meaning of Acharya, and so many things. Now we will see Jnaneshwari upon that and will understand more. You will see the difference of Gita and Jnaneshwari. So when we read shloka, that time nothing comes to our mind, like what had happened, what is happening, we don't see. But when we read Jnaneshwari, the examples are given in such a way that we get the glimpse what would have happened. तिये वेळी तो संजय बोले, म्हणे पांडव सैन्य उचलले, जैसे महाप्रळयी पसरले कृतांत मुख. तिये वेळी तो संजय बोले, म्हणे पांडव सैन्य उचलले, जैसे महाप्रळयी पसरले कृतांत मुख. Now Sanjaya is telling tiye veli. Tiye veli means at that time. At that time means when Dhritarashtra asked, at that time, to Sanjaya bole, to that Sanjaya who has been blessed by Vyasa, who can see what is happening in the Kurukshetra. To Sanjay bole, he starts speaking. Mhane, he says, Pandava Sainya Uchalale. The Pandava Sainya rose up. How? जैसे महाप्रलय पसरले कृतांत मुख. Mahapralaya. Mahapralaya means the big dissolution. The end of this entire universe is called Mahapralaya. And how is this going to happen? Many of us, we are curious how this Mahapralaya will happen. So they said right now the rain is this size, and when it will be pralaya, that time rain will be like this size. The stream of the rain will, this big one, the stream of the rain will be, and it will dissolve whole earth. Like that the pralaya will happen, and in that pralaya, krutanta mukha, krutanta means the kala, the death. How death spreads her, how death spreads his jaws, like that Pandava's Sainya has risen up like the jaws of death at the time of Pralaya. Jaise Mahapralayi pasarale. Pasarale means spreaded. Krutanta mukha. Krutanta means death. Mukha means jaw. Mouth. Mouth of death. How it will be spreaded at the time of Pralaya. Like that, Pandava Sainya has spreaded their jaws to eaten up Kauravas. You see, when we read Jnaneshwari, then we can understand, oh, how it is. Next, Taise te ghanadaat, उठावले एक वट एक वाट, जैसे उसळले कालकूट धरी कवण. तैसे ते घनदाट, उठावले एक वाट, जैसे उसळले काळकूट धरी कवण. Another example is given. First example is of Mahapralaya and death. Second example he is giving, Taise te ghanadaat. Ghanadaat means very dense, just like a forest is there, and once you go into that forest, if you get lost there, you don't know how to come out. Like that, ghanadaat, dense, means there is no space to move. That many people are standing in the army of Arjuna, Pandavas. Taise te ghanadaat, ghanadaat, very dense, there is no space to move. Uthavale ek vaat, and they are risen up, they are ready to fight with Kauravas. Uthavale, they are ready to fight. How? Jaise usale kalakut dhari kavana. Kalakuta means poison. And when that poison starts affecting us, when that poison shows its power, nobody can control it. Like that, Pandavas are like Kalakuta. And Kalakuta is the very powerful poison which came out from the churning of milky ocean. And Lord Shiva drank that. That is called Kalakuta. Very poisonous. You know, normal poison is there. It won't kill you. There are some poisons. But Kalakuta is the father of all poisons. And the topmost poison. Like that, Pandava's Sainya is also the top Sainya. They say Ghanadaat, dense, Uthavale, they all have ready to fight. Jai say Usalale. Usalale means when you see the waves of ocean, and when they hit the shore and how they goes up. Like that, this Kalakuta poison is going up and up, very powerful and with very josh, with very vigor. The whole Sainya is ready to fight. See, we can feel what would have happened there. And Dhari Kavana, who can hold this Sainya? Who can control poison like that? Who can hold this Sainya? Oh, ho, ho. Now another example. Na tari vadva nalu sadukala pralayvate pokhala sagar shoshoni udhavala ambarasi. Na tari vadva nalu sadukala pralayvate pokhala sagar shoshoni udhavala ambarasi. What is the condition? What is the status of Pandavas army? He is telling. Na tare vadva nalu sadukala. Vadva nalu. It is the Agni which is there in the stomach of ocean. Means at the bottom of ocean or in the ocean there is one Agni. It is called Vadva Nala. In our stomach also there is Agni. It is called Vaishwanara. Three Agnis are there. Vadva Nala and second one is Vaishwanara. That Agni which is there in the ocean. You see how big ocean and how big must be the fire in that. That fire, Sadukala, it starts coming out. It starts busting. Natari vadva nalu Sadukala. And what happens if fire is there and that fire get assistance of wind? That time that fire becomes very powerful, uncontrolled fire it becomes. Pralayvate pokhala. Pokhala means the wind also joins that fire, the fearful fire. Now what will happen? If fire is there, on the top of that wind is also coming, sagara shoshoni, the whole ocean will be dried up because fire is there. If fire is there, the water will be dried up. And wind is there, so that fire will go up to sky. This only poet can explain in this way. Sagar shoshoni, ocean is dried up. Udhavala ambarasi, Udhavala means it goes up till it reaches the sky. You see, beautifully it is explained. Vadvana Agni get assistance of fire. It dries up ocean and it goes to the sky. Like that, they are ready to dry up anything. They are ready to wipe out everyone. Who? Pandava Sainya. Taise dala durdhara nana vyuhi parikara avagamale bhaya surati kali. Taise dala durdhara nana vyuhi parikara avagamale bhaya surati kali. Tiye kali, at that time, avagamale bhayasura, it was so dreadful, it was so fearful. Anybody would be afraid of seeing the army of Pandavas. Avagamale, it seems. Bhayasura, it is very dreadful. If anyone sees one person standing with sword in his hand and the anger in his eyes, we also get afraid. You think lakhs of people are standing with sword and sparrow, everything. Everyone will be afraid. He is saying, Tiye Kali, at that time, it seemed very dreadful. What? Taise dala durdhara. Dala means the army, the troops of army. Durdhara, invincible. Taise dala durdhara, invincible. Why? Nana vyuhi parikara. They were arranged in different formations. Like few people, 10,000 people in different formation, they will attack in different way. 10,000 people, they will go from the backside. 10,000 people, they will just wait. The other people are fighting. Once they are done, again this 10,000 people will go and lead the army. Like that, Nana Vyuhi, there were different formation, Parikar, and their positions were different. And it was terrifying. It was terrible to see. Then what happened? Te dekhiliya. Now Duryodhana is watching this. And what he thinks, what is his thinking after watching this, he is explaining. Te dekhiliya Duryodhane अव्वेरिले कवणे माने जैसे न गणिजे पंचानने गज घटाते ते देखिलिया दुर्योधने अव्वेरिले कवणे माने जैसे न गणिजे पंचानने गज घटाते. Beautiful example is given. The example first we'll understand. Example is lion is standing, and in front of lion there are troops of elephants. Elephant is giant and powerful, and there are so many elephants, but lion is alone. But still lion is not afraid of the troops or many elephants. Like that, Duryodhana is the lion and he is saying many elephant means army of Arjuna, but he is not afraid. Even on the top of that, when elephant sees lion, that time elephants are afraid. Even though they are more powerful and they are many, still elephant is afraid of lion. This is the real condition. Te dekhiliya Duryodhane. Having seen this by Duryodhana, Avverile kavane mane. How was his attitude having seen the army of Pandavas? Jaise na ganije panchanane gaj ghatate. Gaja, elephant, ghata, group of elephants. Jaise na ganije. He doesn't care. Who? Panchanane. Lion. Lion doesn't care about the elephant. Like that, Duryodhana also didn't care about the army of Pandavas. Now you see what he says. Actually, he was afraid, but it is said in that way. Magadrona pasi ala tayate म्हणे हा देखिला कैसा दळभारू चलला पांडवांचा. मगद्रोणा पासी आला तयाते म्हणे हा देखिला कैसा दळभारू चलला पांडवांचा. Actually, he is afraid. Otherwise, he would not have gone to Dronacharya. See, when we go to elders, when we are afraid in our mind, like that, he is afraid only. But Naneshwar Maharaj said he was not afraid. So we'll go with Naneshwar Maharaj. Maga Drona pasi ala. Then he went to teacher, Dronacharya, Acharya. Tayate mhane, and he is talking to Dronacharya. Ha dekhila. Do you see? Did you see? Do you see? Kaisa dalbharu uchalala Pandavancha. How the army of Pandava is ready to fight against us. Did you see? Who is telling? Duryodhana is telling to Dronacharya. Kaisa dalbharu uchalala. How the powerful army, array of Pandavas, uchalala, they are ready to fight. The huge army, Pandavancha. Then what happens? He explains to Dronacharya that this army is looking very horrible and terrible. How is this army? Now Duryodhana is explaining to Dronacharya. Giri Durga jaise chalate, taise vividha vyuha sambhavate. He rachile athi buddhimante Drupada Kumare. Who has formed the beautiful or powerful structure of the army? Drupada Kumare. Drishtadyumna has formed the array of Pandava's army. And how it appears? Giri Durga. Giri means mountain and Durga means fort. The forts which are there on the mountain, they are invincible. Already it is mountain. On the top of that there is fort. If you come to Maharashtra, you will see mountain and on the top of that fort. And generally the mountain and fort, they are immovable. They don't move, they are stationary. But this army of Pandava is Giridurga jaise chalate, movable. Giridurga, fort on the mountain, but jaise chalate, taise vividha vyuha sambhavate. Like that, different formation they have done. And who has done this? Buddhimante. Buddhimante, the one who is very intelligent, he has done it. He rachile ati buddhimante drupada kumare, means he is telling that people are there, formations are there, and it is structured by Drupada, and who is very intelligent. Indirectly, he is telling Dronacharya, we have to be more intelligent than him. We have to be more thoughtful person than him. He rachale ahati buddhimante drupada kumare. Drupada kumara, drupadasya kumaraha, drupada kumara has, means Drushtadumna, Dyumna has done this very skillfully. Now, you see the conspiracy of Duryodhana. Now, after saying this everything, having said this, Duryodhana wants to create anger in the mind of Dronacharya. For that, he says, Joka tumi shiksha pila, vidya deo nikurutha kela, te neha sainya simhu pakharila dekh dekh. Joka tumhi shiksha pila, vidya deo nikurutha kela, te neha sainya simhu pakharila dekh dekh. And Duryodhana says, who is this Drushtadumna or Drupada Kumara? Tumhi shiksha pila. O teacher, you only taught knowledge to Drushtadumna, and he is standing against you. See how to create anger in other person's mind. Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana is telling that to us. Joka tumhi, you, shiksha pila, you trained him, you taught him vidya. Vidya deoni kuruta kela, you gave him vidya and you brought him up. Te neha sainya simhu pakharila dekh dekh. Duryodhana is saying, see, your student standing against you. See, Sainya Simhu Pakharila, and the army was like Simha. Sainya Simha. Now you see, Naneshwar Maharaj gave the example, Duryodhana is Simha and army is like a elephant. When he wanted to explain Duryodhana. Now he again wants to explain how Duryodhana thinks. Duryodhana thinks now the army of Pandava is like a Simha. You see how he is changing the character and its similes. Te neha sainya simhu pakharila dekha dekha. Dekha dekha. See, watch carefully. Your student only is standing against you and he has formed army like lion. Now, what happens? Again, he explains about the army of Pandavas. It shows he is afraid. Atra shura maheshwasa bhimarjuna samayudhi yuyudhano viratascha drupadascha maharathah. Atra shura maheshwasaha bhimarjuna samayudhi yuyudhano viratascha drupadascha maharathah. Shloka, then Vigraha. Atra shuraha maha ishu asaha bhima arjuna samaha yudhi yuyudhanah viratah cha drupadah cha maharatah. If you don't understand very fastly, you can stop the video and write it down. We will go Anvaya. Anvaya means rearranging the word to get a proper meaning. Atra Bhima Arjuna समाहा युधि शूराः महा इषु आसाः महारथः युयुधानः विराटः च द्रुपदः च. He is just enumerating the names of people who are then there in the army of Pandavas. He says, Atra Bhimarjuna Samaha. In this army of Pandavas, there are many people who are like Bhima and Arjuna. Another fear in his mind. Bhima Arjuna Samaha. Bhima Arjuna Samaha Yudhi Shuraha. Those who are Yudhi means in Yuddha, in battlefield, who are Shura, very powerful, which are like Bhima and Arjuna, they are there. Maha Ishu Asaha. Maha Ishu means, Ishu means the arrow, and Maha means big, and Asaha means they are very good at shooting the arrows. Such people are there. Maharatha Yuyudhanaha. Yuyudhanaha also is there. Virata and Drupada, these people are there in them. So we'll see what is the exact meaning of each word quickly. Maheshwasaha Ishavaha Asyante Kshipante Ebihi iti Maheshwasaha. Ishavaha, arrows. Asyante, who are very good at shooting arrows, they are called Maheshwasaha. So in the army of Pandavas, there are very great people who are like Arjuna and Bhima. There are some great warriors who are very good in shooting the arrows. Maharathaha. Mahan rathaha syandanaha yasya saha maharathaha. Maharathaha means the one who is having great, big chariot. They are called Maharathaha. Shuraha. Shuraha means brave people, means Vikrantan api shrunanti iti Shuraha. Vikranta means those very fearful, very powerful yodhas are there, warriors are there. To them also they will easily defeat. They are called Shuraha. Vikrantan api shrunanti, not shrunvanti, shrunanti. They are very powerful so that they can kill the brave person also. That is called Shuraha. Yuyudhanaha. Yuyudhanaha punaha atishayena yudhyate. Again and again with great enthusiasm, with great power, he fights, is called Yuyudhanaha. Punaha atishayena yudhyante. It is called Yuyudhanaha. So Yuyudhana means punaha. Again and again with great valor, with great enthusiasm, he fights. Virataha. See, these are names, but what are the meaning of that name? We are seeing. So there are some people again and again they would like to fight. I told you these are not character, these are vruttis, thoughts in us. So again and again there are some people they would like to fight. Okay, Virataha. Shatrun visheshena ratayati iti Virataha. Virataha means what? Shatrun, two enemies, visheshena ratayati, the one who who runs, who asks, make them run from the battlefield. That is called Virataha. Ratayati means who make them run. Palayati, visheshena palayati iti Virataha. Drupadaha. Who is Drupada? Drupada means Dur Vrukshaha padam dhvaje chinnah yasya saha. Dur Vrukshah padam dhvaje chinna yasya saha means the one who is having. Dur means tree. Vruksha. Vruksha padam dhvaje chinna yasya. The one who is having a symbol of tree on his flag. In battlefield, everyone has chariot. And on that chariot, everyone has a flag. And that flag has chinna. What is Arjuna's flag? This, that, all will come when we proceed further. So Drupada means the one who has tree symbol on his flag is called Drupada. So we saw almost what is Shura, Maheshwasa, Yuyudhana, Virataha, Drupadaha, and Maharatha means the whose chariot is very, very big. Now we'll see quickly this thing. Anikahi asadharana je shastrastri pravina जे क्षात्र धर्मी निपुण वीर आहाती, आणि काही असाधारण, जे शस्त्रास्त्री प्रवीण, जे क्षात्र धर्मी निपुण वीर आहाती. Sorry, then now Naneshwar Maharaj writes, Atra Shura Maheshwasaha explanation. आणि काही असाधारण, असाधारण means, sadharana means general people, asadharana means special, matchless people. आणि काही, many are there which are unparalleled, asadharan. जे शस्त्रास्त्री प्रवीण, जे means those people, they are very expert, dexterous in shastra astra. Shastra means you have to hold it in hand and fight. Astra means you have to release that shastra, astra. See, there is difference. Shastra means you keep it in your hand and fight. Astra means you just release it, that is called astra. So those people who were unparalleled, they were expert, dexterous in shastra astra, with the sword or with the sparrow. Okay. Je kshatra dharmi nipuna, and they were very excellent. They were very excellent in the dharma of kshatra, means in the dharma of warrior. What are the duties of warrior? What are the things one warrior should know? They were very good. Veera ahati. And on the top of that, they are brave, courageous people they were. Veera ahati means they were unparalleled. They knew, they were expert in releasing weapons, handling weapons, and they were very well versed in Kshatra Dharma, in the duties of warrior. जे बळे प्रौढी पौरुषे भीमार्जुना सारिखे, ते सांगे न कौतुके प्रसंगेची. जे बळे प्रौढी पौरुषे, बळे power, प्रौढी their valor, and paurushe they were purusha, brave by, they were brave by their power and their valor. And how were they? Bhima Arjuna Sarike, they were like Bhima and Arjuna. Te sange na kautuke prasangechi. And he says, since I am enumerating their yodhas, so prasanga is there in that flow. Kautuke sangena, surprisingly, with wonderment, I will tell you who all are there. Te sangena kautuke prasangechi. I am going to enumerate that. Eta yuyudhanu subhatu. Yuyudhanu means punaha punaha atishayena yudhyate. Again and again, let's come and fight. I am tired. No. Come and fight. Eta yuyudhanu subhatu. Subhatu means yodha. Ala ase viratu. Virat Raja. He was also there. Virat. Virat means Visheshena ratayati shatrun. The one who make run to all enemies. Maharati Sreshtu Drupada Viru. Maharati Sreshtu, the one who is Sreshta, superior in all Maharati. Maharati means the one person who can alone single-handedly fight with 20,000 army. 20,000 people is called Maharati. And who was that? Drupada Viru, Drupada Raja. He was very, very, very brave. So Yuyudhanu, Virat, and Drupada, these all people came. There are so many other people also. We'll see their definition later. So Yuyudhanu was Satyaki, who was a disciple of Arjuna. You see now, if teacher is like Arjuna, what will be the disciple's strength? Yuyudhana means Satyaki, whose name was Satyaki, and he was Arjuna's disciple. Virata, he was the king of Matsya Desha. Matsya, there was one country, he was the king of that Matsya Desha. Drupada was king of Panchala Desha. Panchala Desha, he was the king of पांचाल देश. हु द्रुपदः. राजा पृषतस्य पुत्रः. Drupada was the son of Prushat Raja. We can't go much deeper, but this much we will see. Maharatha, who was the Maharatha, is name of a warrior who was Shanehe Putra. He was the son of Shani Devata. Remaining things we will see later. Okay. येणे मुखे तुझे वर्णी गुण नाम तेची मज प्रेम देई देवा डोळे भरोनिया पाहिण तुझे मुख तेची मज सुख देई देवा कान भरोनिया ऐकेण तुझी कीर्ती ते मज विश्रांती देई देवा डोळे भरोनिया पाहिण तुझे मुख डोळे भरोनिया पाहिण तुझे मुख तेची मज सुख देई देवा वाहे रंगी टाळी नाचेन उदास ते देई हातास पाया सुख डोळे भरोनिया पाहिण तुझे मुख डोळे भरोनिया पाहिण तुझे मुख तेची मज सुख देई देवा सकळ देह भाव आ तुका म्हणे माझा आ तुका म्हणे माझा सकळ देह भाव आ तुका म्हणे माझा अनिक नको ठाव चिंतू यासी अनिक नको ठाव चिंतू यासी डोळे भरोनिया आ डोळे भरोनिया पाहेन तुझे मुख आ डोळे भरोनिया आ तुका म्हणे माझा आ सकळ देह भाव आ तुका म्हणे माझा आ अनिक नको ठाव चिंतू यासी डोळे भरोनिया आ डोळे भरोनिया आ ज्ञानदेव तुकाराम 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 पुंडलिक वरदारी विठ्ठल श्री ज्ञानदेव तुकाराम पंढरीनाथ भगवान की जय माऊली ज्ञानेश्वर महाराज की जय जगद्गुरु तुकाराम महाराज की जय सद्गुरु जोग महाराज की जय ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।